Hi guys, and welcome to our day 2 and 3 of our Disney vlog. We started off the morning at Hollywood Studios, and after I was done making our Lightning Lane Plus and Lightning Lane select individual ones and regular ones, the first thing we did in the morning, we headed over to Runaway Railroad. We did take advantage of the half an hour resort guest admission, which is early magic hours for resort guests, and headed straight to the Runaway Railroad. After that, I did make a reservation for Lightning Lane reservation for Toy Story Mania. I know it's not necessarily the main choice to do so, but it was for us since my husband loves this ride and he's not an overly huge roller coaster or ride person. He loves this one as well as the Buzz Lightyear, so I always want to make sure that I have these booked even if the time isn't as long to wait for. After that, we headed over to Star Wars and made our way to Millennium Falcon, which said it was 30-minute wait, but it did not take, I don't think, 10 minutes from start to finish to get to the ride. This was our first time. It was a little bit too bumpy for my husband, but I quite enjoyed it, and I definitely would make a Lightning Lane reservation for this one if you want to make sure you don't miss it. The wait times throughout the day weren't too bad, but they did get upwards of 90 minutes at certain times. So if you want to make sure to have this and don't want to wait, make sure you book that Lightning Lane reservation if you are paying for the Disney Plus services. Now, I did learn something new when making these individual Lightning Lane passes. I selected a 10:50 or 10:30 for our Rise of Resistance, but by the time I checked out and I did not realize, it shoot me to 3:55, which I was grateful that I did manage to at least get one. However, I was expecting to go on Rise of Resistance after this and then realized that it wasn't until 3:55. So just a little FYI, if you are making, make sure you check your times, check the email, because I did not realize it until I checked my tip board and my day on my Genie Plus or my Disney Genie.
Open fire! There it is! After that train! Now gunners, shoot the cavalry! Let's pilot brakes!
Since I did not have a ride to go on to, we explored Star Wars Land since it was our first time here, and we have never been here, so I just wanted to take in the theming and everything that they were offering here. And I have to say, I was very impressed how they did this. It looks absolutely spectacular, and if you are a Star Wars fan, I think it's a must to visit at some point.
Keeping my eye on you.
Since I did have lots of time on my hand before my next Lightning Lane, which was Rock and Roller Coaster, I did watch this cavalcade, which I thought it was pretty cute. I do love Incredibles, and I absolutely love Toy Story. It is one of my favorite kids' favorite movies, so it is mine as well. And my kids have grown up with Toy Story, so watching these characters walk by was pretty amazing. After the little cavalcade, we made our way to Rock and Roller Coaster. I only made a Lightning Lane. Actually, my husband made a Lightning Lane just for me, because he does not like it, but I feel like I can't go to Hollywood Studios without riding this ride. After this ride, we did have a lunch reservation and Brown and Derby, which I did not record anything there.
Hey,
What's hey? How
what are you
doing?
guys still doing here? You're supposed to be at a show.
I'm working.
Now.
I'd like to introduce our lovely manager.
She's usually not like this, folks.
Yes, it's usually worse.
I heard that. Where is my limo? Good. Okay, come on, guys. Please, get in the car. Sorry, folks. We gotta go.
Make sure
Come
you know
on.
where this.
Chris, can you grab my black list, Paul?
Hey, wait a minute. We can't leave these people here like this.
We can't?
No.
Come on, you know how we feel about our fans.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, guys, what do you expect me to do? Send them all with you?
Wait a minute. I love that idea. How about some backstage passes?
Oh.
Yeah.
Come on. Make it happen. Give us some.
Okay, I'll make it happen.
Right,
Now
all
get
right.
out of here.
You got it, you
I
got
hate
it.
all of you.
See ya. Have a nice ride.
Hi, Sal, it's me. Listen, I'm gonna need a bigger car. Make it a stretch. In fact, make it a super stretch. Great. Excuse me. Okay, folks. Look, the show is all the way across town, but I got you a really fast car. Okay, wait, it's out in the air.
Attention in rock and roller coaster. Your vehicle will begin moving immediately. Please remain seated.
After lunch, we left the Hollywood Studios, went back to our resort for a little relaxation, and came back for our 3:55 reservation, which was literally a walk-on. We got through several parts of this ride when they announced that the ride broke down. This was a little bit disappointing because I was really hoping to get this over with and do this ride so I can go to Epcot, since I've missed the fireworks and the festival and Flower and Garden Festival. I wanted to enjoy that a little bit, but the day before was pouring rain, so I didn't get to enjoy any of it. So I was really hoping to head on over there. So we decided to go and grab a couple drinks just over at the Backlot Express and waited out until they came back on. It took about 45 minutes, so we came back, got on the ride again, and this time we got only to this part, and then they announced that it was broken down again. So at this point we were quite frustrated and ended up leaving, and because we were hungry as well, because it was almost dinner time. So we ended up leaving and going to Epcot and enjoying some of the offerings at the Flower and Garden Festival. And we actually took gondolas to get there, which was pretty neat because we haven't done that either. So enjoyed that ride. As my husband says, it was the most thrilling ride he has taken. But and I strongly recommend trying it or staying at the resorts, because it did take 20 minutes to get from Hollywood Studios to Epcot, but it was an enjoyable 20 minutes, I have to say. So if you could walk from Hollywood Studios to Epcot or take a boat, like I said, we decided to do the gondola ride just because we haven't done it yet. When we got to Epcot, we enjoyed a couple different booths and shared a couple different foods. I have to say the Frushi booth was our favorite. There was also lots of live entertainment as well. And one of my favorite things was to look at these topiaries. So now we had made our way back to Hollywood Studios for the ride, and because it was back on, but by the time gondola landed, it went down again. So we did not get on this ride until 8:45 that evening. I have to say, It was definitely worth paying for it and experiencing it. However, it was a little bit of a letdown with all the breakdowns and how long it has actually taken us to ride it. Because of this and the massive rainstorm that we had, I actually did not get to see Epcot fireworks at all for this trip, but there is always a next time.
Yes, General.
Enemies of the First Order, we will soon snuff out your meager resistance. You chose the wrong side, and now you will pay. The Resistance prisoners.
You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
We'll need
The prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Did it work? Good. Now get a move on. There's a clear path to the turbo lifts at the end of the hallway. Turn right. A probe droid. You're lucky it didn't spot you.
Wait! There goes the prisoner!
Cover is blown. Find an alternate route. Who picked these two droids anyway?
If anyone's back in the blaster, now's a good time. Ah! The escape pods just blew us! Wait, why are you going up? I said down, up is bad!
The Resistance will attempt to rescue the prisoners.
They have neither the resources nor the courage to engage us.
You underestimate their conviction. Raise the shields!
Shields? I see no evidence.
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
There's no...
After this ride was finished, it was about 9 o'clock, and we booted down to Slinky Dog because I didn't manage to get that reservation at all. The next day, we headed over to Animal Kingdom, which happens to be one of my favorite parks. However, with Expedition Everest being down and for refurbishment, and for some reason, Cali River Rapids was down for most of the time we were at this park. We were pretty much done the whole park by the time we had lunch at Yak and Yeti. Yak and Yeti is one of our favorite restaurants on property, along with Sanaa. So we always make sure that we have lunch or dinner there. So I did book a lightning lane for Navi River, and then I also purchased an individual lightning lane for myself for the Flight of Passage. And then throughout the day, I just kept making different lightning lanes for Dinosaur, and we did Bugs Life. We did not get to do the the Kilimanjaro Safari, but we have done it so many times that it wasn't a big deal if we didn't get it. I probably could have gotten it later on that day, but I did want to go back to Magic Kingdom to watch some fireworks and also to do some shopping at Disney Springs. So overall, this was a fairly decent morning at Animal Kingdom. We left around 2 o'clock, and we got to do pretty much everything that we set out to do. Like I said, this happens to be one of my favorite parks, and I did love these little cavalcades on water with the characters. I just think they were so cute. I did also do some recording at Dinoland because my nephews wanted to check out all the dinosaurs because they are so into dinosaurs. So I took some fun pictures with them, as well as took some pictures and videos of the dig site and Dino Playground, as well as this ride, so I can send it to him so they get excited for their trip.
Something called an avatar, and I'm here to help you guys get ready. But first, we have to scan you for Pandoran microparasites.
So after we were done our lunch, we headed over to Disney Springs and I did some shopping, and then we went back to resort, relaxed, and also went for, after that, just before heading over to Magic Kingdom, went out for drinks at Three Bridges, which is a bar. Well, it's kind of, yeah, like a bar at Grand Destino at Coronado Springs. And then we finished our night off at Magic Kingdom. We just went for some fireworks, and I also needed to pick up a bag since I bought a few more souvenirs than I anticipated. Mostly too many things at Basin, so I had to go buy another bag to bring home the stuff. So this, like I said, finished our night off as well as our trip, since we had an early flight the next day. Well, I hope you had enjoyed these short and quick Disney vlogs. Kind of all 4 days rolled into one. It was great time to get away. I've been waiting for it for so long after canceling many trips over the last 2 years, and I'm hoping to maybe head out one more time this year, but we will see what happens. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.
Something even greater, so long as you simply believe. I remember someone told me fairy tales didn't come true.